All right, and here we are, Knights of the Smith dinner table, back once again. I'm going to adjust my camera here for day one of Torg Eternity. This one is Aysle, set in Great Britain, a fantasy realm. So before we get started, I need to apologize to everybody who's played this game and saw us mess up a couple of the rules. The big one being is whenever you spend a possibility on an action, you can only spend one.
Okay.
So you can't spend more than one on an action.
Gotcha.
Makes it hard to get 60.
Oops.
It makes it a little more realistic.
Okay.
I thought that was the case, and I went back through and I double checked the rules and everything over the past few days just to make sure. Other than that, I mean, everything else, just minor stuff, but that was the big one, and that one was actually brought to my attention. So, all right. So let me bring my adventure up. As you can see, here, the gang's all here. Harley is the hood that you see down in the lower right corner that is trying to look up. And everybody else is here, including Cheryl, who is currently putting the baby to bed.
Cheryl's represented by the pan of deliciousness.
Yes, she made s'mores bake for everybody tonight. My wife is an amazing cook. All right, so let's set the scene. All of you have come to Trafalgar Square, either by foot or on a double-decker bus that's being driven by one Sean Malloy. Jamie Thacker's class of school children also rides the bus along with her assistant, Jan Taylor. Whoa, hello.
Sound.
Somebody forgot to turn off the sound on their phone. The morning is cloudy, threatening to turn stormy. The crowds at the square are sparse so far today, and the National Gallery opens within the hour. And since I'm fairly certain that I am the only one who's been to Britain, Trafalgar Square is actually this nice, large mall type deal.
I'm a Doctor Who fan.
It's
I've
a big
seen it.
square. Okay, so yeah, if you've seen Doctor Who, you've definitely seen Trafalgar Square. It's got the National Gallery there at one end of it, and on the other side, it's got this big statue and pillar and a couple of fountains that are really nice, as well as an entrance to the subway, and then roads going all around. On the news this morning, there was some talk about some sort of communications blackout starting out in India. And it seems to have spread into Southeast Asia, primarily Japan, with some word that New York has gone off the grid, as has Moscow. All of you are here for various reasons, so why don't we take a moment so everybody can discuss who they're playing in this day one adventure. Let's start with Mike.
I'm playing Belle Patel, who is basically a gamer nerd, an engineer, encyclopedic knowledge of popular and gaming culture, and he's going to the National Gallery to look at the latest exhibit on postmodern fantasy art.
So you're playing yourself.
I have been known to play with myself on occasion.
Both in and out of character,
There's
no
a
doubt.
child at the table?
Your boyfriend's not here.
I'm still a child, Mike. By law, at least.
21, right?
Childhood now?
I
I thought it was 26.
Either way,
30.
it's Harley's turn.
Harley.
Make sure you lean up close to the mic so everybody can hear you.
Hey. Okay. Addison.
And-
Do I go by Addison or? Oh no, my first name isn't Constable. Okay.
Ooh.
It's been a long day. Okay. Well, my name is Addison. I'm part of the police force, and I got assigned to the. But I'm a nice person.
So you're a constable.
Sure.
All
You know
right.
what a constable is?
No.
Are you a Bobby?
You're a Bobby, a
I'm a
police
booby?
officer.
I'm a
D is less than thrilled about sleeping tonight,
That's okay.
but that's okay.
I mean, if you
So
move
moving
that
on,
over here-
we'll give Cheryl a chance to check
So,
out her character and everything. We'll move on around to Nick. Nick, who are you playing tonight?
I am playing Jamie, the teacher who's taking the 12-year-olds on a field trip
First mistake.
to the gallery.
Second mistake.
Yep.
I have a question.
Oh,
Yeah, I have a question already. So, what teacher in their right mind on a day where all this stuff seems to be happening is like, sure, New York is no longer connected to the real world. Let's still take my 22 children on this field trip.
I mean,
The,
I
the
think it
reports
all-
are coming on the bus as we're coming over.
I think
Yeah.
it's all happening simultaneously.
This
all the
is-
invasions, all the day ones start at the same moment in time.
Okay, so we hear this.
Mhm.
New York is no longer there.
it's just fun.
Well,
No,
there's a
just
communications blackout.
still there. We
It's
just
still there.
can't hear anything from it.
I'm just saying, like, you and your helper should not probably be taking these 22 children. You should probably just get right back
Thought
on
it
the
was
bus
12.
and
No, they're 12-year-olds.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't
They're-
say what size.
There are 22. You have 22 permission slips.
No, that's the axiom number of the permission slips. Is
Oh.
22.
I thought it was
Because-
the number of permission
Because in
slips
the
that you
old
had.
days, there was no permission.
You might
The old days, what
you might need
what
to
day
use
is
that
this?
permission slip and have to roll to stay connected. I don't understand.
Make some paper airplanes. I'm just saying that,
Ooh, paper
like,
airplanes. Those are axiom higher than Aysle, probably lower than Nile Empire, though.
I'm just saying that if I heard all this stuff going down,
Well,
I
maybe
would have-
I didn't hear it, and these tickets were expensive.
it's the end of the world. You'll be
As we
okay.
know it,
You might as well go.
I feel fine.
I don't. I'm sorry. I just needed to like
Okay.
get that
All
out
right.
there.
Yeah.
I
All the
don't think the
invasions are
field
happening
trip should be happening still.
at approximately the same time. You guys don't know that there's an invasion on yet.
It sounds to me though
I don't like the sound of that yet.
that I'm not good. Glad I'm not the teacher this time.
Yeah, probably. All right. So, moving on around, Mr. Shantz, who are you playing?
So I'm playing as Chris Larkin. I run into burning buildings for a living.
Oh, I love Chris. He's so nice.
And this
He's just like the love of my life, and I'm so happy that I met him while we were out skydiving. He loves adventure like I do, and we're both just like such wonderful people. We put ourselves out there in harm's way and we protect those. He's a firefighter. I'm a rescue worker, medical responder, first responder type person, and like we're on our honeymoon and it's been such a wonderful time. We've gotten to go see all the sights and we rode the Ferris wheel. That's a thing here, right?
Yes.
Yep.
London has the giant
Ferris wheel. Okay.
I think it's called the Eye.
What's it called?
The Eye.
Okay. I have never been and I'm awful with like local geography.
I-
So international geography is probably
Say,
not good.
just refer to Doctor Who.
And
probably a good choice.
I'm just so in love with my husband.
You made a
Hey, so this
Sorry, husband, do you have anything else to say?
Why do you think I jumped on character choice first?
I mean, I still managed to get it.
Yes, this is my lovely wife, Pat. Yeah, we've been touring around London for a honeymoon. Headed up to Scotland later. Going to see Glory Hammer. So this is going to be an awesome time.
Great. Well, we don't have to come back to Cheryl because she boldly jumped right in. My lovely wife, who
Doesn't role play.
claims she doesn't role play. And that leaves us with Ben Nunn.
Give me a minute to actually get back into the voice. It's been a while since I've tried an
Mhm.
Irish or Scottish accent.
The best.
By the way, any Scottish and Irish people listening, I apologize for the horrendous accent.
Just be the
Wait, you're
Scottish
gonna
guy
do
off The Simpsons.
Father Reyes's accent that you did the last day one?
Oh god damn it! Probably. I mean, we'll see what happens. I should
I mean,
probably just.
that was-
Ben only has one accent.
Yeah, we're just gonna talk tonight since we're gonna have this going on. I'm playing Sean Malloy. I'm a veteran of the first
Wasted
Persian
West.
Gulf War.
Oh, different thing.
Basically, an older, gruff gentleman. Tends to. I don't deal with nonsense. I'd rather just have getting things done. Basically, I started driving for the quintessential double-decker bus just to pay a couple bills after I was discharged, and been here ever since.
Oh hell! The last time you drove at the table, you drove us into a sinkhole.
Listen,
And I
this guy's been
propagate the
driving for a
vehicle.
while. We should
All
be
right.
good.
Yes, Cheryl.
Do we have ages?
Probably like Sean is fairly old. He's probably in his late 30s, early 40s. Everybody
Pretty
else
old.
would be fairly old comparably.
That makes me feel real good about myself there, James.
Like, well, what does that make you? Ancient?
Yeah, you could say that. I got the
Venerable.
gray to prove it.
Venerable.
Same.
All right. So the other people who are with, at least with Sean and as well as Jamie, are a bunch of school kids. Somewhere around, we're going to call it 15 school kids. One of those school kids is Amelia Walsh. Walsh. W-A-L-S-H.
Walsh.
Jamie, you know that she is pretty friendly and outgoing and very much
A handful.
not really a handful. She's just enthusiastic about everything. She loves to learn. And the other kids tend to defer to her and follow her lead. She's got the red hair, blue eyes, and has a very
Hold on.
unwavering gaze.
So the only person who knows about this student is the teacher?
Mhm.
Nick. Okay.
Your assistant is Jan Taylor. She's short, fussy, serious to a fault. She loves kids and wants to be a teacher herself someday, but right now she's just a teacher's aide. And her haircut is truly unfortunate. You know that she had it done yesterday, hoping to look especially nice for the trip, but it didn't turn out too well. Looks like it was a
What you
pretty
got there, Mike?
pretty bad bowl cut.
Ah.
All right, so the Larkins are on the corner of this, or on the corner of the square that is farthest from both the subway exit or the underground, whichever you prefer to call it, and the museum. So you guys, I can't remember the directions. On the map, it'll be the southeast when we finally get to a map. Everybody, or Belle, is relatively close to them. And the constable is just wandering around, keeping an eye on people. There's probably a couple hundred people out here in the square at this point. And the three of you had just arrived, either dropped off by an Uber or something similar. And the
Who
bus is
just
pulling
arrived?
up.
Who just arrived?
Everybody but the school people.
Oh.
And as the bus pulls up to let the kids off, and
My husband and I, earlier today, like at breakfast, we took an Uber from our hotel to just down the street, and we got some little French pastries. I know we're not in France, but they had them there, and we had some eggs, and they were delicious. And then we took a nice stroll, and we had the tickets for the museum, so we figured we should probably head over that way. So we did not get dropped off by an Uber. We walked.
Okay, thank you. And as you're walking, and this big double-decker bus with kids on it comes pulling up, your head spins as you pick yourself up from the ground.
Do you stop screaming?
Distant,
Was that your sound effect, or did you drop something there, man?
though that was me on purpose.
Okay.
Distant air raid sirens and thunder compete with the cacophony of 100 car alarms incessantly beeping. The car alarms go silent, but the rumble grows even louder. A huge chasm splits open across the street, sending cars and parts of buildings tumbling down into a dark pit. All around you, people are getting back up, and some look down in the chasm in shock. A few others gape at something in the sky overhead. The ringing in your ears starts to clear, only to be replaced by the cries of people nearby. And as the Larkins, Belle, and Constable Addison turn and look, the bus, full of children, a teacher, a teacher's aide, and the driver, is teetering on the edge of the chasm. Once again, Ben has managed to crash the bus.
God damn it. I didn't even get a roll for it. Oh,
Nope.
son of a bitch.
How far away am I from
You are just a few meters away.
And are we talking back of the bus is like teetering?
Back of the bus is hanging, and it's kind of doing. Let me move back to the camera. It's kind of doing one of these numbers.
All right, so which end is down?
The driver's end is up.
Okay.
Okay, so the front exit is up.
The front exit is up.
We can say
Alright.
bed.
Well, I guess being a firefighter and probably a pretty heavy guy, I'm going to grab onto the front and try to stabilize this thing.
All right.
I am going to hop into the bus and
As he
tell.
pulls down, you're going to hop in.
I'm going to tell all the children, come to the front. Come on, come on, come on. Hurry, children.
As that's going on, and I'm feeling the bus tipping back and forth, I'm going to yell, "To the front of the bus!"
Sounded just like Father Reyes.
What about
God
Bell?
damn it.
He's just going to stand there and do nothing. I need to read your character description.
Is Bell going to do anything?
Bell's kind of just like blinking at everything that's going on.
What the hell just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not doing anything.
Not until I'm
All right.
wizard.
As
What's the constable doing?
She's gonna help the firefighter.
running up and grabbing onto the front.
You don't know
All
he's
right.
a firefighter, though. He's not in uniform.
Yeah, you just
Okay,
don't
I'm sorry.
civilian.
I'm gonna go help the big burly man whose wife won't stop talking about him.
I picture you having a walrus
But it's got to be within
mustache.
regulation, though.
Walrus?
Oh.
Hmm.
A walrus.
All right. So you're going to aid the guy who's grabbing the front of the bus and
Yes.
yanking it down, right?
Yes, that's what she said.
Yes.
Okay. So as Chris and Addison both grab on, both of them feel this energy rush through them as they heroically leap up and grab onto the front of the bus and try and yank it down. And Chris, are you going to be the lead on this, or do you want
Sure.
Addison to?
Or I guess, well, I think it's a strength roll, and I'm pretty
It's going to be a
strong.
strength
I
roll.
have an 8.
I've got an 11.
All right. So you're going to get a +1
Okay.
from the constable helping you.
All right.
As you do, those of you around them notice that Chris's jacket. What you looking for?
Spells I need to read one second.
Yep. Chris's jacket becomes this leather vest. And it seems almost like his muscles seem to kind of bulge a bit more.
Ooh.
And the constable,
la.
her stab vest, her Kevlar vest, changes into this shimmering, fine-linked chain mail.
Sparkly now.
And her baton is now hanging from her belt, and it's a massive mace.
Oh yes.
And
Since
as you
I've
guys
got
make
chainmail
it, go
too.
ahead and make the difficulty number 12 strength roll. You get a +1 because Addison is helping you.
All right. Rolled a
he makes
16 on the die, so that's +3 on my 11, so that's 14, 15 for Addison.
15. That is enough. The two of you hold the bus steady as kids start piling out, and there's Pat ushering everyone out. Sean, do you follow them out? Sean and Jamie?
Was that all of the kids? Did we
The
count
kids
them?
all go rushing out, as does the teacher's aide following them.
All right, I'm going to do a quick scan to make sure that all the kids are actually off the bus.
Okay,
before
make
I
a
leave.
find check.
What's the DC or
I'll
the
look for that too.
Difficulty number is 10.
14.
14.
Mine was 9.
You guys don't find any more kids.
All right, and I'm going to. You said the bus driver's an older gentleman.
Yep.
I'm going to make sure he gets off the bus before me.
I shove him out and then jump
Her?
out.
You shove her out.
Shove her out and then jump out.
We don't assume genders at this table.
I do.
Well, the character is a female
I mean,
character.
fair.
So everybody has to remember. Nick, you need to talk with a higher pitched voice.
I'm sorry, my falsetto doesn't work very well.
I mean, I could give you a really swift kick. Got my steel toes on today.
Oh my.
Nice. All right. So, as everybody piles off, are you two going to let go of the bus now?
I guess how's it feel?
Boss is clear.
It's heavy. I mean, you two are having to struggle to keep it down.
Okay, might as well let go of the thing then.
Probably.
Okay.
Did I get off the bus?
I don't know. Do you? You gonna follow everybody
Now
out?
I'm gonna make sure you get off first.
Yes.
That's
That's
very husbandly of you.
as you should, husband.
She's gonna
Making
threaten me
eyes
if she
at
walks back.
another woman.
She might shove me off with the
Oh,
boss.
the boss.
All
I
right.
don't
So
get
the
it.
two of you
Please
let go of the
explain.
bus, and that's enough to let it teeter and fall into the chasm below.
Like, oh, the boss.
Ah.
Sexual innuendo.
Phrasing.
I don't get it.
Please explain.
Justinori, where are you?
Boy, if you don't understand that one, you picked the wrong guy.
All right. Everybody's piled off the bus, and you notice immediately, Pat, that your husband is no longer in the clothes that he wore out.
No, but I like him better in leather.
Actually, I'm in chainmail.
No, you're in. Is it
He's
chainmail? Okay. I've got an older copy over here, and that said leather. So, yeah, he's wearing chainmail now.
In my mind, it's leather.
Could be leather under there for padding and stuff.
Can I evidence analysis to try to figure out what just happened?
Yeah. Anybody who wants to make an evidence analysis can. There are some people who look to be a bit wounded.
8.
8.
Why don't I have first aid as a
Nope.
job?
Do tens explode?
10s
Yes.
explode.
Okay. That's what I thought. Just wanted to make sure.
What if
Explode
it's
when you're
not
bored?
evidence analysis?
Go defaults to mind.
And I get the
I know
number that's
nothing.
there. It's not like other games where it's a plus.
Yes.
Got a 12.
I got
12?
9.
I say, do tens explode for ords, or is that only spell
Yes.
knights?
10s explode for everybody.
Okay.
11.
So we got an 11. Who had the 12? Is everybody else below a 10?
I'm a fail.
You got one.
Excuse me.
I had the 12. Yeah.
So, Sean and Pat, as you guys are looking around, things are now weird. Before you had a nice, even, kind of like a brick walkway. Now it looks like cobblestone, of all things, like old style cobblestone. And as you look around more, buildings that you can still see, some of them are still their modern selves. Others look like they have changed to medieval buildings. You know, wattle and daub roofs, thatch roofs, stone construction rather than brick or concrete. And off in the distance, you guys hear a pair of roars. One of them is very familiar, especially to the two of you. It's a jet. And as you guys look up, you see 2 jets coming, and they're chasing this huge winged creature. The thing is easily 2 or 3 buses long. And
That's big.
the only thing that really comes to mind is dragon, because that's what it looks like. And you see these 2 jet fighters chasing after it, and then they disappear over the horizon,
So with
firing
the
their guns.
buildings change,
Mhm.
Does it look like they have like they've gone back to the way they've been previously, or
Like they
like
went back to how they probably looked in medieval England.
same size, same shape, or they're like
They look like they've conformed to what they would be. So no more than 6 or 7 stories tall at the most.
that seems tall.
Not in London. London had some pretty tall buildings.
Okay, I'm not a Londoner. Is that the
True.
correct? A Londonese?
Londoner.
Londonian. Ooh, I like that one, hubby. Hubby and I will choose to call them
I said, just ask Jason.
Jason.
Chloe's dad.
That Jason? Okay.
He used to tell
Jason?
a story about how he never got lost in London because the layout of London makes sense to him, but this grid layout that we have in the U.S. does not.
Really?
The man also got pissed at you for so let's not talk about it.
Well, let's
True
talk
story.
about it on a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That was
All
definitely
right.
a
So
dragon.
looking around,
I'm gonna.
Jamie notices that all of her kids are there. Jan is gathering them up, counting them. A few of them have cuts and scratches. The rest of you are pretty much unscathed.
What did they get cuts and scratches from?
Glass.
The windows on the bus broke.
Mm-hmm.
The wheels went up and down.
No, the kids on the bus went up and down.
No, the wheels went up and
did
down
too.
because they went woo woo.
Anyway.
I'm gonna talk to. I'm assuming there looks like someone is in charge. Actually, you know what? I don't care.
know. Is the constable going to step up and take charge?
I wasn't gonna talk to the constable. I was gonna talk to the
She's mad at me
teacher.
'cause I could take her man.
But I lied. I'm looking around and I'm going to talk to my husband and
Mhm.
see what's up with him because, like, Patty. I'm Patty. You're Chrissy.
You're Pat. He's Chris.
Oh, schnookums. This does not look like the outfit that you came in. What
Jeez.
what happened? Where did you change? Why did you change? What's going on? I'm not complaining, mind you. If you needed to buy some new clothes, I completely understand. But I don't know when you did that.
Get
And
some appropriate.
this really brings out, like, the tone in your
music is not
muscles.
appropriate.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Nice.
saying. Do you notice all this weird stuff going on too?
Oh, yeah.
Like, did you see the
stock-
thing flying across the sky?
I think it's
Yeah,
called
the
a dragon.
stock exchange over there now has a bag of money on a scale and a sign in the front.
What color was the dragon?
Yeah.
You didn't see the
Um,
dragon.
Yeah, you didn't actually see the dragon.
What color was the dragon?
Yeah. I didn't see the
Reddish?
dragon.
No, interesting.
Um,
Oh, and Lord Nelson up there is now wearing chainmail.
this is really odd. Not what I
Wilson is wearing
anticipated
chainmail.
on our honeymoon. Do you think the hotel's still around? Like, we could go back and get our stuff and...
Well, the problem is that as you're looking around, 3 sides of the square have the chasm surrounding it
So
Oh,
there's only one way to go.
through the National Gallery.
All right.
Well, that's where I wanted to go anyway, so.
well, this is a little bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Maybe we should check on the kids, make sure they're all right.
Sounds good.
Oh, teacher, are all your children here?
We're just finishing up a count.
Looks like they are all there, including Amelia.
Yo,
Well, that's good. No one's missing.
And everyone got off the bus okay?
Seems to have.
I mean, minor scrapes and scratches, but it seems like everybody's all right.
Does anyone need some tending to? Because I do know the first aid.
The first
First
aid.
aid?
Is that not what it's called in London?
Just first aid.
Yep.
The first aid. If anyone needs the first aid, I am here for them.
Obviously, this tourist is very odd, so I'm just going to tell her everything's all right. We're good. We got
Yep.
it.
She
Okay.
definitely has a Yank accent.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm not playing a Londony,
Londoner.
Londonian.
Londonian.
I
Because
think that's what you call people from London, Ohio.
Londonians.
Yeah.
You know, on the way up to my parents, I drive
sorry, I
through
didn't mean to
London
start
and
this.
Paris and the center of the world.
Oh, but not for sales.
or Rusi.
No.
Or Medina.
I mean, you got Dublin.
All right.
I do
So,
drive near Campbell though.
As you
Camel.
guys are sitting there and taking stock of everything that's happening and going on around you, there is a sudden strike of lightning that just lashes down out of the sky, striking one of the lion statues over at Nelson's monument. And as it does, the light is kind of blinding. It's this red and blue light that came from the lightning, and it just blinds you for a moment. And as it does, one of the lions starts moving. And you guys hear what sounds like clockwork.
Well, that's not good.
And as it stands up from its sitting or from its laying position, it looks around, and one of the onlookers falls to the ground screaming as it turns and prepares to pounce at them. Let me bring up your vision. Oh, somebody forgot to move the field of view. There we go. And as you can see, you got the chasm. Ooh, where'd that... That should be... Huh. That is supposed to be black down there. Yep. Move the cobblestones to the bottom. There it goes. For some reason, a layering issue happened. All right, so this statue right here, the one that's wiggling, is the one that's come to life. And as you're glancing at it, it's still a large metal lion sculpture. However, now it looks like it's made of clockwork. And the gears begin to whir, the lion begins to move, and it turns to leap on some poor hapless victim. Let me put a poor hapless victim there. I'm not going to throw all the people in town right there, just because that would be way too many tokens. And my computer actually probably would cry a little bit if I put that many tokens on. All right. So I'm going to get us a nice townsfolk. We'll take it from there. So you got a dude right here. Looks like he's about to get pounced on. There we go.
Taking our actions, no doubt.
And the lion has turned to face him.
Yay.
And we're going to go into actions. Action rounds.
Mini cards.
Indeed. Everybody gets 4 cards. The two of you who have already transcended, go ahead and draw your possibilities. Everybody gets a Cosm card for Aysle, as the Aysle rules are in place. The table tent is already up there. All right. I do not have a standee for this creature. However, I am going to throw its... I'm going to throw some numbers up here. Looks like all of its defenses are 10. So,
That'll make it easy.
well, all of its physical defenses are 10.
Oh, Mike, you want this card?
No, that's not this character. You might need it for your wife.
All right, so there's 10.
She's not a non-player character, though. It wouldn't work.
I did get Fickle Magic played
I might
immediately.
have to kill somebody.
First player who rolls a mishap while casting a spell has the opposite of the intended effect.
I am
Okay.
so glad I didn't take
And then
spells.
all Storm Knights gain a possibility once the effect triggers.
All right, keep it in play in front of you for now.
Since I'm not technically a spellcaster yet, do I pitch this and draw another card or hold it? Because it said if there are no spellcasters in the party, draw a new Cosmic card.
Draw a new Cosm card. All right. So, in round 1, heroes go first with an inspiration, which means everybody regains 2 shock, but you guys haven't taken any shock yet. Villains go second, the villain being the lion. And the approved actions are, you guys ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Any.
Oh,
Nice.
Any successful action will net you a card. All right, so who is going to go
Approved
first?
actions are-
Belle is going to go first and
and
attempt
A
to
and
trick.
Is he going to move up
the
closer?
lion. Yep.
How close?
Um,
Let me zoom in on the action a little. That was probably too much.
let's see. I've got a movement of 8, so why don't you move me down towards the bottom, towards the chasm? 8.
So
What are the 10 and 14 for?
3, 4. 10 is all of its other defenses. 14 is the defense for intimidation.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't.
4,
I heard you say that, but I
5,
didn't know you had
6,
numbers.
7, 8. Right there.
I thought they were invisible enemies.
I can't see myself on the screen.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. Because I'm going to attempt to trick it and then be ready to dodge out of the way when it comes after me.
Okay. I could see that. Go ahead. Make your trick attempt.
Okay. But that is going to be a 9.
A 9 is let's see, it's opposed by mind.
Yes.
So a 9 is a success.
Excellent. And we will go ahead and make it stymied with it.
I'm going to put it stymied over here.
The card then.
Indeed. All right, who is going to go next?
I'll go next.
All right, Sean.
Does that infuse me with spiritual energy?
Actually, yes, it does.
I'm
Any
assuming I'll have
possibilities?
my 9mm pistol on me.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Bear in mind, though, that until you find a source of ammunition, you only have what's in the gun.
Right. So I only have the 9 bullets.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, knowing that, I'll go ahead and draw the pistol and just fire a single shot at it to try to.
You're going to move, so you got a clear shot? Or
Oh yeah, definitely.
moving in closer?
Yeah, I'm going to move in closer.
How close? That's 2.
Let me see my movement here. My movement's 9, so let me move
3, 4, 6.
Yeah.
Okay. That puts you at. I'm going to move this guy because he's technically large. I did not put these guys on bases yet.
Okay.
All right. So you get a +2 bonus on your attacks because the statue is 2 meters tall at the shoulders.
Okay.
So go ahead and make your fire combat roll. Sean moves forward, and Constable,
Yes.
you see a gun. Oh, wait. You don't remember what a gun is. I mean, you know that it... Actually, no, because Aysle does have, like, black powder weapons. So you understand the concept of a gun, but you also know that it's against the law here. The bus driver.
Wait a minute.
As he steps forward, drawing his pistol.
14.
14 is a hit.
Okay, but he's aiming at something that I don't like either, so.
The damage is 13 on that.
13 versus its toughness of 18. It is. It's a total of -4, so it's going to gain 1 shock. All right. Then it goes to the next person. Who's going to go next?
I'm gonna run up and wrestle a lion here.
Running up to wrestle a lion.
Yep.
What's your speed? Your movement?
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Fun to do this.
All right, so that'll give you the run penalty. All right. You run up and you try and grab its big, massive paw. Go ahead and make your unarmed combat.
Unarmed combat?
You're trying to... What are you trying to do? Pin it?
Yes.
All right.
On my sheet. Okay, value 9 here. Well, it's not my best skill. Okay, 11 is a +0, so that's a 9, and its defense is 4.
Its defense is 10.
But you got your -2 for running too.
Oh. I've got a 7. I think this is the time to throw a possibility here.
Okay.
And that counts as a 10, so 11 goes to 21. So 7 plus 8 is 15.
15. All right. So you are attempting to wrestle it and make it have to fight you. Well, you've got a hold of it. You've definitely got its attention. And who's going to go next?
Jamie will go next.
What is Jamie going to do?
I'm gonna
This one here is Jamie.
yell at Jan to stay with the kids and Amelia to stay with Jan. And I'm going to run up and try to get the other guy that's screaming they're helpless out of there.
All right. What's your movement?
Base movement is 10.
3, 4, 8. Grabbing him and moving him back.
Yep.
As you do, 9, 10, you feel energy course through you as you transcend. And what changes are made to you? What kind of equipment do you now have that people see?
I am wearing a leather jerkin now.
Jerkin.
That's honestly about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only thing that's really changed.
Bell's jacket turned into wizard robes, and his RPG book that he carries around with him turned into a spell book.
And spells flood into his mind.
Correct.
Which one am I?
You are...
My normal character? That one?
Oh, no, sorry. That is Addison. You are this one here.
Okay. I saw Chris is trying to like grab it, right?
Yep.
He succeeded in grabbing it.
He's got a hold of that sucker's leg.
All right, I'm gonna go and try to help him. So I guess I'm going to. My movement's 8, so I think I have to run. And I'm gonna try and grapple him, unarmed combat him.
All right,
the
make
same
your
thing?
unarmed combat roll.
11.
11. That is enough to grab on. So we're gonna.
I'm here to help you, honey.
We're gonna change that
Sweet.
stymied to very stymied.
All right.
The two of you holding on, you're definitely causing it some issues. All right, that just leaves Constable Addison. Make sure you guys are drawing your cards for successful actions,
Oh, right. Yes.
and you do have cards in your pool now. All the way in the back
because I'm not
still.
a-
Right there, criminal stuff.
Want all the causing cards.
Can I go up to the line? Well, draw my mace and go up to the line.
Sure can. What's your speed? Your
8.
movement? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You want to run up to it?
Yeah.
Okay, 9, 10. And you're going to swing your mace at it, you said?
Yes.
All right. Make a melee weapons roll with a -2 because you're running. Okay.
I'm 4.
4? That is a miss.
I'm
Oh, pardon me.
Very aware.
Am I the only one who hasn't changed?
Well, you've rolled the 4s out.
Actually, no, you changed with your last action. I forgot to mention that.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes,
You
because
did
that's very
something
brave.
heroic.
You did something heroic.
I thought it had to be out of character.
No, does not have to be out of character. If you guys were like hardened soldiers, that would be a different story.
So me.
Yeah, but you're retired. I mean, you drive a bus for a living. Running into combat isn't the first thing people expect you to do now.
Fair.
Then it is the lion's
How
turn.
did
It's
you
going
transform?
I have leather armor on now.
Oh, nice.
And it's like the well-fitted leather armor that definitely
You're that stereotype.
I
of
am that-
females, aren't you?
I am that stereotypical
Booby
female.
leather armor.
It is booby leather armor. I mean, it is my honeymoon, so if
All
we're
right,
going with
so-
leather armor, we're going with booby leather armor.
The two of you are holding on to it, and the constable is up there trying to smack it with a mace.
Is that what we're supposed to be doing? What?
It draws back with its other claw,
I'm gonna get murdered.
and it's going to do an unarmed strike against what?
So, is it standing on its back legs?
It's got, you guys have its one leg pinned down. You guys got a hold of it. You didn't like yank it off or anything. You guys got a hold of it.
I was just thinking, like, when I'm trying to trim the dog's nails and they have one hand like this and the other one, like, they're trying to get away from, and then it's really hard for them to stand.
Mhm.
I didn't know if it might fall.
It might if it rolls a mishap on this. It didn't. All right, so it is going after multiple targets. So that's 2 minus 4 more because it is stymied. That's minus 8 onto its unarmed combat. Oh, pardon me. Of 10. And that is going to be, oh, and it's got a plus 5 from the roll, so it's going to be a total of minus 3. So that's a 7. Does a 7 hit any of your unarmed or melee weapons?
Nope.
I have a 9.
You have a 9, so it came close. All right, that was its action. We go into round 2. They strike. Villains go first. Heroes are fatigued. Everybody takes 2 shock. Approved actions are maneuver.
Shocks of escape. Although there are cookies left there, so feel free to eat the cookies.
All right.
Thank you.
It doesn't even bother trying to shake you guys off. It just swings again. And it's going to miss again.
All right.
It's trying to swipe all 3 of you. All right, which hero is going to go first?
I will.
All right.
Can I try to, like, take it down?
You want to try and take it down?
Yeah.
Like drag it off?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to lead on that and have your husband help you, or do you want him to lead and you help him?
He should probably lead because that sounds like a strength thing. And my husband's so strong, and I'm just this weak little female.
Yeah, you have turned into a badass medieval wench here, and a very
All
hot
right,
one.
so that will be
Yeah, I did.
Chris's turn first. Then
Okay.
you're gonna
So
pull
this
it
is
down?
I'm like, Chris is in here tonight.
unarmed combat. I guess actually, what is your unarmed combat here?
9.
Oh, so we've got the same score.
right, but your strength is higher.
Okay. So is this a strength check?
This is
or-
going to be an unarmed combat to see if you can keep hold of it and yank it down.
All right. Go dice, go. All right, that's a 12, which is 0. Oh, so it's only a 9 versus its damn 10. Okay, I'm gonna throw my second chance card here. Unless you've got something to help here.
Well, I mean, I know this is your action, but since I'm helping with it, can I use an action card?
No, you would have to use a supporter.
You trading.
Yeah, that's true. Alright. Actually, with you helping me, that boosts my 9 to a 10, which equals its defense.
Just enough.
Well, do you want to trade back? Yeah, I don't
Um,
care one way or the other.
You
I have,
still
like,
have to
4 of
figure
those.
out the effect of your strength versus it.
Okay, my strength's an 11.
What's the bonus that you got?
0.
0.
0. Okay, and you get a +1 from her helping. It does not budge.
Oh, can I throw the action to help budget?
Move it up to 14.
What's the number we're looking for?
14.
Alright.
So you throw your action card, and you guys pull it back 1, and now its front or its rear legs are still up on the thing, and you guys are pretty much supporting its front. That shoves her back out of the way. All right, who's next?
Down this.
Bell is going to cast Diminish.
Diminish.
Yes.
All right.
Spell.
What does this do?
It will knock it. I'm targeting its dexterity, so I'm miming a stumble,
Okay.
and then depending on what I roll depends on what I get. That's difficulty numbers against the target's willpower or spirit.
All right. Its spirit is 10.
That gives me a +1. So that'll be a good success. So, no, I mean a regular success. So that'll give it a -2 to its dex for the next 3 rounds.
Okay. Get some numbers here to change. All right. Boom, boom. So dex is now 8. Or actually, its dex is... Yeah, that changes all of its numbers to... for physical stuff. 10 will still be here for the mental stuff. And that ends... That completely ends the stymied condition on it. All right. Who is next?
We have Senor Gunn, Miss Hammer, and myself.
I'll go ahead and move up in front of the teacher that's pulling back that person. Add an extra line.
Okay.
Keep a line on it with Lucy.
All right.
Oh, so you can spend your turn to aim and stuff.
All right. Who's next? We still have Addison and
No.
Am I allowed, like, you guys are okay with me hitting the lion, right?
Definitely.
I'm gonna hit the lion.
we're going to swing at the lion.
I got a new dice.
The good news is the target number went down.
Didn't fail.
I did
Yep.
not fail.
Move your mic closer to you and point it
I
out.
did not fail. But I got it stopped. I know what my. Okay, I got a 2.
All right. What's your total? 2?
2.
So that is a miss. All
Good
right.
try.
Jamie is all that's left.
And Jamie's going to keep
Dragging him away.
dragging him away back to Jan.
6. And you toss him towards the kids.
Yep.
All right. Into the round. Into round 3. Let them have it. Heroes go first. Villains go second. Approved actions are attack and intimidate. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna start shooting at it since it's
Well, it is in melee, so you have a chance to hit your friends.
shit.
Yeah. Shooting in melee is bad.
We'll try to intimidate it.
Okay.
Drill sergeant versus lion. That's a tough matchup.
I'm just gonna scream at it. Just
Show me your war face.
All right. Your
Right.
target
Show
number
me
is
your war
14.
help with that. Any instance I can.
Did I get a card for assisting?
No.
Yeah, that was
an
an
approved action last time.
I meant,
That is
did I
not
get
enough.
to put a card
Yep.
down?
You get to put a card.
play
Yes.
a card.
You always get to put a card in your pool,
As long
whether
as
or
you
not
do
you
an
succeed.
action.
Even if you don't succeed?
Doesn't matter if you succeed or not.
Oh. So every round I play, like, as long
Yep.
as I'm not like, I'm not doing anything.
All right. Oh man. Pardon me. Who's gonna go next?
Bell will go ahead and mimic the lion just kind of shrinking as he diminishes its strength.
All right.
which an 11 will still connect. But try to go for gusto here. And we'll make that a... So that would be a total of 20 on that one,
20.
which I believe that a outstanding success.
Indeed, that is an outstanding success.
So it loses a -4 to its strength for 3 rounds and cannot roll again on 20s when using strength for the
All right,
duration.
so its strength is down to 10.
It does not affect its toughness, though.
Right. Okay. Next.
Pin this thing again.
Let's try it.
All right. Try to pin this thing and make it very vulnerable for an attack.
All right.
More
So-
melee or unarmed combat. That's no good.
You're specifically trying to make it very vulnerable. I'd call that more of a maneuver in this instance.
Okay. Ooh, let's. Damn things.
Are you out?
Not yet. So 16 is +3, which brings my maneuver to an 11, 12.
12 versus its maneuver of 10 is enough to make it vulnerable. You wanted to make it vulnerable, correct?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, and that was the successful maneuver, which was an approved action?
That was last round.
Oh.
This round, it's Intimidate.
All right, so it is vulnerable. Yeah. All right, sorry about that. So, the two of you combine to make it vulnerable. And who's going to go next? We still have Jamie.
Oh, we did it.
Yeah.
Yep, you guys did it.
I'm so proud of us.
We still have Jamie, Addison, and Sean.
I haven't done anything.
You've been assisting. That's something.
So, Addison is not here, so Jamie or Sean?
I'll go ahead and so they have it pinned to the ground. I'll go ahead and walk up to it, just point blank, shot it straight in the head, see what happens.
All right. You move into point blank range, which let me double check, but I think point blank still holds the same stipulation.
I think he's going against their unarmed versus
Right,
their dodge.
but the stipulation with point blank under the old Torg rules was it was a minimum bonus of 1 on your attack. Let me double check that.
It would be his fire versus the lion's unarmed combat. If shooting in melee.
All right. Yep, they don't have point blank listed anymore. So,
Yep, it's firearms and melee is what it is now. And it can
so
only
it's
be
firearms
pistols.
versus his unarmed combat,
Good thing it's
which
a
is
pistol.
8.
All right.
However, I'm going to rule that since you're right there, there's no real chance of you hitting your friends.
Okay.
Unless you roll a 1.
Don't jinx me like that, James. It's
Roll a
been
1.
known to happen. 13. So, my fire combat would be That would be 13 for that.
The lion's also vulnerable, correct?
Correct.
The lion is vulnerable, so you get a +2.
15.
15. All right. That is enough for a bonus die.
That'd be 18 altogether.
18 altogether. That is enough. Granted, a couple more shock of damage. You're guessing this thing is pretty tough considering it's metal.
Yeah.
All right. Then we go to Jamie.
All right, so it looks like they are dealing with the business end of the lion.
Mm-hmm.
Let us run around behind it.
Okay, what's your speed?
My running speed is 30.
You want to hop up on the platform that it's vacating?
Yes.
All right. So that will require a... That's going to require a straight dex check.
All right, so we're going to have -2 from running.
Yep.
Then, and then I have to add my other action I'm going to do on the end of it. Correct?
Okay. Yep.
So we are actually going to, once we jump up there, we're actually going to take and, like, grab its tail. Like, how big around is its tail? So you take both hands.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to take and grab the end of its tail and kind of, like, twist it. Put it under a little bit of strain and pressure.
Trying to make it more vulnerable.
So it's already vulnerable, right?
It's already vulnerable. You'd bump it up to very vulnerable.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Okay, so that'll be a maneuver test.
All right,
After
so,
your dex check to get up
yep,
there.
so dex check to get up there will be the same bonus carrying forward. So it's going to be -2 for running and then 2 actions.
Yep.
So it'd be a total of -4 for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got decent dex.
But you get a +2 on the maneuver because it is currently vulnerable.
Okay. Right. So it's going to be a 10 to get up there,
All right, that's good enough.
and then it's going to be
Even with your -4 penalty?
oh, sorry, with the -4, it's going to be a 6 to get up there.
That is not enough.
I completely forgot about that already.
Wow, Nick.
I know. I even just said it. We'll spend one possibility to get up there.
All right.
It's going to bring that up to a 22. That's going to be a +8 -4, so that's going to be 8 -4 + 4, 14.
14 is enough to get up there.
All right, and then with the same bonus for the maneuver plus the 2 for it already being vulnerable, that's going to be 16.
16. That is enough to take it to very vulnerable.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Play one, and what was the movement? Was not the approved one this time, correct?
Correct. Attack and intimidate. All right, that leaves Addison. What is Addison going to do? This thing is in a very vulnerable position now. Try and smack it. You get a +4 onto your melee weapons this time.
Yeah, +4.
You can do it.
What's your roll?
Well, I rolled a 15.
Nice start.
+2,
Yeah.
You get +2 more because of its size.
11.
so +8 total.
19. That's enough for 2 bonus dice. Roll 2d6. If you roll 6s, they count as 5, and you roll them again. And duck down.
14.
14.
Sorry, 14.
That's more like it, Harley. Enjoy the mic. Talk
Enjoy
to
the
the
mic.
mic.
Love the mic.
Mike's over here just like, no.
No.
Yeah.
Feeling uncomfortable now, Mike?
Not really.
Mike's got the pedo beard already. He doesn't need more stuff turning.
Yeah, true. True. All right. Then it is its turn. It is going to try a maneuver to get out of this. Let's see here. What is... We got 2 helping, so that's +2. What is Chris's maneuver score?
My maneuver score is 8. Yours better?
I found it once you said.
What was yours, Cheryl? I'm sorry.
8.
8? Okay. It is able to slip free. It's still very vulnerable until...
No, it doesn't.
Oh, opponent fails. I didn't even have to look to see what it was. It was just, no, it doesn't, and I knew what it was. So it is still pinned for the moment. Going into the next round, here they come. Villains go first, heroes go second. Approved actions are intimidate and maneuver. So it is going to try again. And it is going to fail this time for certain. And then it's the hero's turn. Who's
Alright.
going first?
Attack you guys while it's still very vulnerable.
So you want Addison and Sean to go ahead and wail on it?
Time to hit this thing.
Well, I'll take mine first since I'm here. So, let's go ahead and same point blank shot straight up. Get a couple more damage on this thing.
Okay.
12, so that would be that. That's requisition of an item. Do I have an instant that'll help with this? I'm going to play drama as a possibility card
All right.
and give myself another shot at this. So this one.
This isn't like real conducive music to being a hero. Let's
Fate.
I feel I
Let's-
need something
and
a
you
little
have to
bit
beat it.
let's
stronger.
find something that's a little better. We're gonna switch to Valor and
Like where I switched the
Oh, so-
soundtrack from Gladiator right now.
can't do that.
Could you turn it down a little bit?
Up on the stream. And then I will turn down.
Oh, how about Enter the Gladiators? That's in the public domain.
I don't have that one right now.
So that would be a 13.
How about we
to
just
hit
pretend
with
we're
the-
gladiators and
with
start
everything?
like fighting?
Say that again, Ben. I'm sorry.
13 to hit.
13 is a hit, and it even grants a bonus die.
I have a coup de grace. A second.
I was going to use coup de grace.
You can use more than one if you
Oh,
want.
that's
to.
right, you can. Okay.
So,
Just give me a card for it.
all
So
right.
he's adding
Card
2
trading
more
is happening.
Bonus die on top
Yep.
of it.
So that's going to be a total of 3 bonus dice.
So those the 2 coup de graces. 5, 10, 13, plus 13, 26 damage.
26 minus its 18 is going to be a total of 8 result points, which is 1 wound and 2 shock. Doo-doo-doo. Get rid of those guys, bring that up, and there we go. All right. Who's next? Addison. Does Addison wish to go while it's still very vulnerable? She wasn't sitting at the table, so I thought you guys might want her to go before you lose it.
Sorry. Addison's trying to make her lunch because she's going to be at the high school for way too long.
Ah, okay.
Way to go, Addison.
What's my bonus at the moment?
+2 because of size,
Great.
+4 more because it's very vulnerable,
Okay.
So plus
+6 before your die roll bonus.
you roll on the die.
She rolled a 0. She got total
I
plus
got
0.
a total plus 0. Yeah.
Add 6 to your total.
Okay.
15 gets you a bonus die on the damage. $14. It's enough to give it another shock. You guys are just denting it in. Although Sean got a pretty good shot off on it. He hit something vital inside.
Ricochet, man. Ricochet.
Ricochet.
Magic bullet.
All right. Who's next?
Two.
I mean,
Lion.
you want to
The
wrangle
three-
him again?
The three line wranglers.
Hell yeah.
Okay, let's do it again.
All right.
Are you assisting them or?
All right.
Got
That's going to be
water
a maneuver check. Actually, since he's taking, or Jamie's going at the same time, it's all
Let's
going
see
away
here.
at once.
Oh, Jamie's got
Yeah.
way better maneuver.
Sorry.
You want Jamie to
making
lead the
roll?
maneuver?
Yeah,
Yep, and
I'll
we'll
lead.
provide
You'll
plus
get a
2.
+2 then. Yeah.
I'll help Jamie.
For a school teacher, she sure did hop right in.
Yeah.
Let's see. So
I mean, school teachers are pretty cool.
Yeah.
We have lives outside of the classroom.
True story.
So
Yeah.
maneuver, and it's. Do I currently have the current bonus for it?
The -4 or
Yes.
+4? No. Because when your guys' turn came up,
Okay.
since you were all acting as one, the whole thing would go away.
Okay. So that would only give me a total of 9 right now.
With your +2?
You do get a +2 because of its size.
11.
That works.
Yep.
I have a supporter card if we needed it, but
And your target number is 8 currently.
Okay. If you beat it by 5, it would go to very vulnerable.
Again, yeah.
do you want me to?
Well, I'm gonna intimidate it with my last action to pump it to very vulnerable too. Though. So
Mostly vulnerable.
Okay.
Part of the pool.
All right. And that leaves Bell.
And you get a card.
was maneuver on this?
Intimidate and maneuver.
Okay.
So
all
you
three
guys
of
all
a
get
card.
a card
Oh.
because it was a successful maneuver.
This one can't go down though, right?
Correct.
Correct.
And then I've got a 10 on my intimidation just to.
And that was not enough because its intimidate is still 14.
Oh, it's intimidates 14.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll go ahead and pitch my second chance then.
All right. Go ahead and try again.
There we go. That's a 15 on the intimidate.
That is enough to bump it up to very vulnerable again.
Scary nerd boy.
That's right.
All right. And as we go into round...
Basically, my intimidates clear out. I got fireball.
All right, into the fire, ironically enough. Villains go first, heroes go second, but heroes have a flurry.
That means we go twice, right?
Yes. Oh.
All right, so it's going to try a maneuver check to get loose. Right now, let's see, it's going to get no bonuses, and it's got a -1 from its wounds. Is +6, -1 is +5.
It
Makes
still
its
has
maneuver-
the -2 for its dex for me for this last
Right.
round. Yeah.
That makes its total 13. What is Jamie's maneuver?
10.
10. So it manages to break free. It will remain very vulnerable until your guys' turn, though, because it's having to pick itself up. And all right, hero's turn. Who's going to go first? Yeah, that's fine. Apparently, these mic covers, pop filters, have helped the sound quality too.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Is my bonus still +6 or is it plus?
Since
Plus
it,
six.
since it broke free and we have flurry, everybody hit it back up so I can fireball it, and then next turn swarm it again after I fireball it twice.
So can I hit it after? Can I back up after I hit it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry.
He's shouting. He's
It's
going to
still
use a
6,
fireball.
yes?
And for some reason, 15 minutes ago, that would have made no sense, but he's about to throw down some powerful magic when he says he's going to throw a fireball. So, what was your melee weapons?
2. +6. Well, then plus your die rolls with +2.
17.
That nets you a bonus die. All right. What'd you roll?
13.
Total is 13. That's enough to give it another shock. And who's going next?
Our gun guy go.
I think she was backing up too.
Yep. How far back are you going?
2 feet. Good range.
Back up like half, like 4 squares.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, who is next?
Well, I'll take the next shot then.
All right,
First,
Sean
I'm
Malloy
gonna
draws his
play
flag or
a
keeps his
tune
gun
first.
trained.
Draw myself another Cosm card.
What are you playing?
Attuned.
To get himself a
Attuned?
Cosm card.
Yep.
All right. Is it a play now?
It is not a play now. And I mean,
What you thinking?
so it's Wandering Monster. Aggressive opponents happen into the area and attack. The dragon swoops down from above.
You don't want to play that. You just want to hold on to that.
Yeah, pretty much. So we're going to hold on to that, and we're just going to shoot at it.
All right. You moving as well?
I'm going to do that as my second.
Well,
'Cause I don't know about you
movement
guys,
is
but-
not an action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think
And-
we're equipped to fight a dragon.
Any
Yeah, I'm
part
gonna-
of your turn you can move.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire the shot at point blank and then move back.
You're
All right.
stronger than a lion.
I would.
Would be
My husband's so smart.
13. 19 to hit.
19 is 2 bonus dice. As you just lay into this thing.
But
Okay.
you got trademark weapon, so you
Yes,
re-rolled a
I can
1.
re-roll my 1. Yep. So 4. 19 damage for that.
19 damage. That is a result. 1 positive result. So these guys.
This thing is not supernatural, correct?
It is supernatural, but it's not supernaturally evil. If that makes sense.
So ward enemy wouldn't work.
Ward enemy wouldn't work. It's not evil. It's a lion that's made of clockwork.
But it is supernatural.
It is indeed supernatural.
Okay.
It's magic.
All right.
Ironically, I've seen this
It
stuff
is
before.
looking pretty beat up, and you're moving. How far are you moving?
Let me move back 4 squares.
All right. So you move 4 meters back.
Yep.
All right. Pat, Chris, and Jamie still need to take actions.
And I keep food in my car.
Wrangler, you're gonna beat it up. Yelled, he's casting fireball.
Who said they were casting fireball?
The wizard.
The little ethnic Indian dude off to the side.
Okay.
Very nasally sounding.
Indian dot.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Not Native American.
Well, we aren't in America, so I was
True.
wondering how there was
Great Britain has a very large population of Indians.
Indians.
No, Indians.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
It's a good old fashioned American.
So Pat,
racism
Chris,
right
and
there.
Jamie.
Right.
I was just asking, do they have any Indians?
Like
As far as Native Americans,
Yes.
Probably a
Not-
few.
maybe.
I'm sure
Not
there's
very
been a
many.
few that have immigrated over to Britain over the years.
Yeah.
Great Britain to think India, considering they owned it for
Couple hundred years.
yeah.
Well, I mean, they have the blandest food, but they controlled all the spices for the longest time in the world.
True story.
I just did not want to be confused on what type of Indian I was playing with.
Okay. All right. So
My
Pat,
husband and
Chris, and
I-
Jamie, what are you guys doing?
All right, I'll look to you.
Do I know what a fireball is?
Actually, you do. You know, like I said to the constable, 15 minutes ago you would have thought it was something crazy. Now you know he's about to bring the flames.
So then I would like to have my husband go first.
All right.
All right. I am going to try and keep this thing vulnerable as I can. I'm just gonna.
Would you like assistance?
Yeah, I guess I'll flick it in the. I'll flick its left right eye. You flick its left eye.
Okay.
So maneuvers.
Do I need to make my own, or am I just assisting him?
You would make your own.
What number are we looking for?
8.
I failed.
How close are you?
Really low. I rolled a 3. That makes me 2 in total. Get a good
What
roll?
about you?
No, I didn't get a good roll either.
So you guys going to back up now then?
Hold on, I'm reading.
Uh-oh. That's dangerous.
Taught them to read. It's all downhill from here.
Yes, Kasgard, a fireball is incoming. As soon as everybody gets clear, I believe.
I mean, do we really need to have this guy intimidated for the fireball?
Probably not.
Okay, I'm gonna let it stand then.
All right. You guys both going to back up?
I would like to back up 5.
Jamie.
And can I move over 1? Like, there you go.
Behind your husband.
That way, in case this fireball like misses, I have a better
All right.
chance of
I'll
surviving.
inhale and bulk up as much as I can.
Exactly, that's my husband.
So he said, incoming fireball. I see the very strong man and the woman he's with.
Mm-hmm.
The very strong woman he's
Trying
with.
to do something and unsuccessfully, but I mean that's not gonna really cloud my judgment of him. So
We got all your children off the bus.
Yep.
If
So-
it wasn't for us, we could have pushed you in the chasm.
Mm-hmm.
What we're gonna do is we are going to
You better not kiss my husband.
do an unarmed strike
Okay.
on the lion, like in his hindquarters area.
You're trying
Okay.
to punch it in the robo taint.
Yep.
Is the lion's
then-
tail up or down?
I
We'll
currently
see
have
that.
it wrapped around like this. So I'm
Is
just gonna go.
The statue
Well, it had
anatomically
slipped free.
correct.
No.
Oh yeah, it slipped free.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, we're just gonna punch it like right in like the meat of its muscle, or where the meat of the muscle would be.
Okay.
Or,
Give it like a Charlie horse kind of deal.
but it's not real.
Right.
So really, it's not going to do anything.
All right.
Sure.
Unarmed combat.
You never know.
And
Things
then-
explode in this game.
After that, we are going to go to the far side and
She's
Take
not a
cover.
teacher of science, I hope.
Probably math.
I was thinking art since they were going to an art museum.
That would make
plus 5
sense.
unarmed combat. 5, 17. And
You married
fairly
one smart
vulnerable.
cookie.
No. Because your guys' turns came up.
All right, so
It is currently vulnerable 1 from my intimidate still.
That's right. Because you haven't gone yet. So you do get a +2.
all right, so
Plus 4
2.
total.
plus 4, and then 5, so 19.
19 grants you 2 bonus dice.
Woohoo!
And this thing's not flat-footed, is it?
No.
I mean, its dex is still affected until my start of my turn, but
Is that when it goes away?
Yeah.
Okay.
basically like
And-
a 3-round vulnerable.
17.
17. That is enough for a shock.
And then we're gonna dip around to the north side and take cover.
How much shock
Staying
does it
close.
11.
Yeah, we'll drop below and just go
Oh,
prone
that's
underneath.
total.
Dropping
Behind
prone
it.
behind the. Okay.
Yep. From where the fireball would be coming from.
Because we have 10.
And
right?
attack was improved action, right?
I have
No,
11.
intimidate and taunt.
Intimidate and taunt, that's what it was.
All right, Bell.
All right. Well,
Its defenses go up.
we are gonna spend a probability on that 7. Possibility, whatever.
That's
Every
never going to
time.
not make me laugh.
So this is going to be against its Dodger Dex.
All right. So target number is 10.
Okay, and then I've got a 21, so I've got an outstanding success. So 2 bonus dice on top of the 14 base.
How big is the boom?
The boom is a medium blast radius, which is bears from what saw.
There's 1. There's 2.
Yep. And then that adds 9 on top of that, so 23 points of damage from the first fireball.
That is enough to take it down. Kaboom. And it fills the area, right?
Yeah.
All right. That means it's also going to hit.
Let's say it's versus Dodger Dex.
Yep,
What was your total?
21.
Oh, did
Okay.
you not get out of the way?
He ducked behind, but it fills the area.
Yeah. And it will target up to 3 creatures within the area based off the explosion rules. So that 23 damage to you as well.
That's going to be a total of 15 result points.
Which is 3 wounds and 6 shock. Do you wish to try and soak it?
Yep.
All right, go ahead and make your reality test.
So you can only try to soak it once. Is that what you were telling me?
You can only spend 1 possibility on an action.
But Mike spends
you can only attempt to
probability,
soak
so
it.
he gets to spend 2.
I can just spend as many probabilities as I want.
But he can still only spend 1 possibility.
Correct.
So that'd be -1. I need what? A total of 10.
Total of 10 minimum.
Well, and that is a spirit test, correct?
Reality.
Well, it's based on the spirit attribute, though.
Yes.
All right, we will spend a willpower. Bump me up to a 12.
All right, you
Where are our discards?
The Aisles.
In the cookies.
Yeah.
In the cookies. Okay.
Yeah, that cookie tray just works so well as a card tray. I need to actually get a card tray.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so you get singed as the lion gets destroyed.
So the lion's gone.
The lion is gone.
We all saw the lion go down, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I embrace my husband
Mhm.
and plant a big sloppy kiss on his lips and make a big show of it. Like,
She's just jealous.
And you know what? Since he's a big, strong hero, I'll do the same with courtly romance.
You are.
you're singed and far away.
Yes.
I feel
No,
like I
I'm
should.
heading that direction and doing that because his awesomeness inspired me.
And I'm gonna
going to
stab a
use the hand to
bitch.
go.
What did you play?
Courtly romance.
What's
Please read the card.
yes.
Yes.
Courtly romance. Present a gift,
You have
recite a
to.
poem, sing a
I'll
song, or otherwise make a public declaration of amorous intent to a potential or current love interest.
He's not a potential.
You don't know that.
There's always potential, Cheryl.
True story.
Always.
Hashtag polyamory
I
exists.
said,
Well, we didn't
You've been
find
married for
anybody
how
who's
long?
polygamous.
Weird flex, but okay.
you're on your honeymoon. You know, exotic women.
It doesn't count as cheating when you're outside
I
of the
kind of
country of
forgot Nick was a
origin.
woman.
I almost want to play this.
I was going with it.
Gives us two possibilities.
I was ready. Had your man stolen by a man, I would be even more happy.
Well, it's gonna be really hard for you to do anything with him when I'm like all up in his face. We're like hot and heavy here.
Cover off.
What are you gonna do?
Dear penthouse.
Punch her in the face.
Oh no, I'm just gonna come up right beside him and start
You-
kissing on his
Ask
cheek.
him to flex his muscles for you.
Is combat over on this one?
Combat is over.
Okay.
I don't know, man. There might
I don't know. I was gonna say combat might happen between me and
Might be starting.
How many cards are we allowed to keep?
4 in your hand,
Not including Kaza?
Not including.
not
cost.
including Cosm.
Oh, so then I'm Gucci.
Okay, supporter's a
Okay,
good
so
one.
I can
Action's a
throw
good
out
one.
This.
Willpower's good. Second chance is good. Transfer's good, and action's good. What do I get rid of?
Damn, that's tough.
All of them. Just whole new hand.
Transfer is one of the stronger ones.
Anybody under 4 in hand?
You don't get to
Oh.
go up until the scene.
Willpower I'm getting rid of.
There's still more action in this scene.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, and I
As
have
you
two
guys are
actions,
looking
so we'll
around,
do
you guys notice that some people still look like they come from Earth. Others look like they've
Come from a land down under.
no.
Come from
Their clothing
Middle
is
Earth? transformed
transformed into medieval garb and flowing cloaks. Mobile phones have become parchment scrolls. Some of them have weapons, others don't.
Ooh, that one's really good. No.
It's been a long day. And you see those people who are trying to operate their cell phones are apparently having no luck.
Now, is this like I don't know what a cell phone is because I've
It's a
changed
vague
or
memory, but I mean, it's like, scrolls make more sense.
what makes more sense? I'm sorry.
Scrolls, sending a letter.
Well, of course,
You're like an old person trying to learn how to use Facebook.
like Dad.
Yes.
Hold on. I got something right here for you, babe. I got it in my pocket. It's right here.
I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Could you please demonstrate for the class?
You so old you forgot where you put your glasses there, kid?
It's the old lady.
So,
Let
where
her out sometime.
I don't care about the kids. They're not my
You
kids.
meddling millennials. Sorry, I'm okay.
And the millennials just rocked by a zoomer.
Fine, they're fine. Maybe. Give them a cry, but they'll be fine.
All right.
Are the
As
kids still with
the
us?
kids
from
are still right over there. Jan kept them close, and as you guys are checking on everybody and making sure people are fine,
Does somebody want to soothe our shock?
they did.
You don't do that in front of your children.
Yeah.
What soothe?
We're not on school grounds.
You shouldn't have taken your kids on this field trip today. You should have stayed
And
home.
we're back to this.
Does the person with soothe would like to cast the soothe?
Yes, I would like to cast the soothe. Maybe it will get rid of all of my anxiety and angst and hatred towards this person that I saved off of the bus.
So, faith roll. Looking for a 10.
Oh, yeah, I have a 12.
A 12 on the faith.
So everyone recovers 2 shock.
Nice.
Yay.
That's the amount of shock I
Assuming you guys were all standing close enough to me to get it.
I mean, I'm standing right next to you.
I mean, I'm standing there, but I'm kind of paying attention to what's going on, making sure nothing's trying to attack us again because
So,
metal statue just attacked us.
Yeah.
are we like?
These things.
Should we like introduce each other?
So you can, yeah, you got a moment.
Um.
I'm Sean. Thanks for helping keep the bus from falling off the cliff there.
Yeah, I mean, this has been quite an adventure, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we should go write some scrolls about it and send them to
Right?
the king.
Get the bards to sing your tales.
Ooh, I could write a song.
Game. Come on,
Oh, is there a royal society of stuff? Or no? Like, yeah, I guess this would be more of a bard matter.
As you guys are
And
going,
we
you notice
were
that the crowds are starting to try
on
to
our
flee the square.
way
Looks like most of them
to
are heading
the
towards
art
the Charing Cross Station, which is the
museum.
underground entrance.
and the
So-
bus
Are you?
was driven off into the chasm on the way.
God, they're duetting now. Which one?
Oh boy!
Right, both of them.
Onward! Onward!
Onward.
Onward!
Did you mute me?
I was contemplating it.
I hate you all. Like, I am here trying to
But
Have
we
fun.
love you, Sean.
have fun on Martin Luther King Day, and this is how you guys choose to spend Martin Luther King Day.
I didn't realize there was traditional celebration.
Yeah, you sing for
Same.
Martin Luther King Day.
Oh,
Really?
It's my new rule.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. So you guys introducing yourselves and
Yeah,
I'm the Grand Wizard Bel Patel.
Bel Patel.
That's right.
Oh, if I knew your name, I would have known you were Indian.
Could have asked. White folk.
I mean,
I'm from the States.
Native
Do we know what that
Americans
is
and Indians
still?
Don't look the same.
yeah,
so-
you know you're from the Kingdom of the United States.
Kingdom of United
We
States.
don't deserve it. Kingdom makes us sound too cool.
I don't know about you, but what kingdom are you from?
Great Britain.
Oh yeah. Hell.
No, not hell.
The United Kingdom.
Anyway,
Hashtag Brexit.
Had mushy peas.
So, what's up with the school kids?
looks like Amelia is starting to lead them towards the National Gallery. And then you guys hear screams of panic ringing out. And as you look over towards the Charing Cross entrance, you see bestial creatures swarming out,
Oh my goodness!
slashing at the crowd and laughing gleefully. Amid the bedlam, horrified voices yell out, "Run! They're coming up from the underground! Run!"
Like the subway?
Yep. These creatures are wearing fetid armor and carrying wicked-looking weapons, including spiked clubs and bows with barbed arrows.
Orcs.
A few of them toss people to the ground and start mercilessly cutting them. And then you see another one come up, a tall humanoid with pasty white skin, sharp features, and unlike the savage warriors around them, they are dressed in ornate robes. One of them points at a few of the straggling humans, making utterances like, "Take that one below for the ritual, and that one will suit Lord Antonok's purpose." One of these folk points across the square where you see Amelia and shouts, "And that one!"
Who's Amelia? The girl.
The girl.
Yeah, the little red-headed girl.
Yeah.
Oh, not Amelia. Oh, wait, I don't care about her. I'm not the
It's
teacher.
Amelia Bedelia.
You don't sacrifice the redheads. There's no soul to sacrifice.
Maybe that's what makes them good for the dark ritual.
Possibly.
Like the gluten-free version.
It's keto
Almost.
All
sacrifice.
right. And as you guys cross past the statue,
Sucralose.
Wow, I can't believe this
Hold
is
on. I'm gonna play this loot the body eye.
all right.
Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna, I guess this clockwork line, I'm gonna try and find a magic, something I can use as a weapon out of its clockworkness.
An item from the magic treasure table. It's found along with other goods and belongings.
Amongst the clockwork, they actually cover this in here.
There's nothing good because
Well done.
Apparently, when this statue was built, they hid a sword inside. And as you draw it out, it's a long sword that you feel has great magical power in it.
Wow.
Add Sword of the King. Write it in on marker. No, don't actually
not
write it on
pencil?
the paper. Use one of the. Did I get the markers out or did I miss
Yeah,
them?
they're out.
Okay.
I don't think they're out.
No, my markers are out.
Nick's are, but
Well, those are markers that work.
you know what?
They won't smudge between sessions.
All right, Sword of the King. Okay, what's the stats for this?
Damage is +3.
+3.
My husband knows how to use his sword.
And when you strike an enemy, it sends bright sparks flying upon any hit, making the target very vulnerable afterwards if you succeed at a hit.
I don't understand, Cheryl. Can you please explain?
He just got this magical sword, and he knows how to use it.
Oh,
Get your mind out of the gutter, Ben. There's a child here.
Yes.
Amelia.
I've heard worse
Yeah.
things come from your mouth at this table. So don't
What?
worry.
Axiom on this?
Scene is still standard.
What's the axiom on that, James? I'm talking into here
equal
like
to
you
the
can hear me
Aysle.
better when I talk
No,
into
that's
the
fine.
mic.
It's the Aisle magic axiom.
24.
Okay. 4.
I thought equipment always ran off a tech.
Except for when it's magical.
Okay. Oh, now I know. And no
All
one's
right.
half the
Scene
battle.
is still standard.
What's the other half?
You guys see the two jets shriek overhead once more, and everybody sees it. And they are being chased by that dragon.
Oh, the dragon's chasing them now.
Yep.
They must have ran out of ammo.
Showdown. Heroes go first with a flurry. Villains go second.
We didn't
Approved
get to use our
actions-
flurry.
I know, because you guys killed it.
I'm so sad.
I'm about to
But
do
you
the
get a
same
flurry
damn thing
now.
this time.
Oh, I forgot to put the priest out there. Heroes go first with a flurry. Villains go second. Approved actions are trick. So, who wishes to go first?
Belle would like to launch a fireball.
Launching a fireball.
So do they have innocent people with them?
Yes, there are innocents over there.
I mean, is there within 50 meters a place where I could drop a fireball that's not going to hit innocents? Last radius of 3?
You could probably bury it deep in their ranks there.
That's what I'm doing.
Giggity.
Yup.
That's what she said.
That too was sexual. That's going to be a 17.
There it is. 17 against their dodge.
Dodge or Dex, whichever's better.
Oh, here. There you go.
Oh, hey, look at that.
I actually have a standee for these guys. I do not for the priest that's
They're
with them. though.
lurks. Dodge of 9, so
Fine.
17 means just one bonus die.
All right, and the priest is in there too. 60.
That's going to be 15 points of damage.
15 versus their toughness of 9. That's going to be 6 result points, which is going to be 1 wound and 2 shock. So let me. Which number were you centering it on? Oh, you guys. Actually, Nick is close enough to read the numbers off.
13.
9. 9, 14.
Priest.
Guys, we're not in squares. There we go. Dropping it on the priest. Those guys.
That will not hit innocents, correct?
That will not hit innocence.
Okay.
All right, so let me. I'm actually going to use. All right, so centering it there. That's 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's see. Their toughness is 9, so that's 1 wound. His is
I have a
lower.
question.
I have an answer.
This is a question for Mike and the morality of him. Would you really be that concerned if it hit one innocent that you were not aware of their background story?
That's very scary.
While it would take out all of them like it just did?
It took out all but 2 of them.
Would 2 innocents be okay? Would 5? I mean,
The Grand Wizard Bel Patel doesn't worry about the little people.
that's exactly the right answer.
So 1 and 2. do they
Serfs are there
appear
for a
shaken by
reason.
this?
They seem kind of surprised.
I mean, I will help those that
Okay.
need
Who's
help.
going to go next?
I have a question about it says +1 BD. What does that mean?
Plus 1
BD.
bonus die.
Oh,
BD. You don't know what BD is.
I'm
Without
listen,
the
I was
SM,
just
he's
dumb-
confused.
True story.
God damn it! All right, so
Netflix has a explained sex, and
with
the second
I got
episode's all about
I got 3 shots left,
uh,
and then we'll go to unarmed.
what is that
Am
called?
I farther than
Fetishes.
40 feet?
Yeah, but no,
40
that
meters
wasn't
from
really like. But they talked about
You're
the
at
names
30
of where
meters to number 1, 30 to number 2.
they come from.
Okay,
Fantasies.
so it would be in between the second and third ranges then.
You can't cover
Yep.
your mic
Okay.
about stuff like this.
Let me move within 25 of them.
Ben
What's
just
your
needs
speed?
to not talk.
9.
9 gets you inside of 25.
All right. We will aim with Lucy and take a shot at number 1.
All right.
Who's Lucy?
My pistol.
His gun.
Hello, Lucy.
Fine. So that would be a 13.
13 is a hit.
Okay.
I don't believe
No
it's bonus
dice.
dice.
No bonus dice. 'cause
Yeah,
it was
no
a
bonus
tough
dice.
design.
Yeah, because you guys got the standee out
Yep.
there.
But sniper, the 1 bonus dice plus range. Did that count on this?
Yes.
Yep, because you aimed.
So that is a 15. 15 damage. Sorry.
How many shots do you have left?
That would be
2 now.
2 now. Yeah, I was paying attention.
Oh, did you have 7 or 17?
Oh, 17. Wow, sorry.
So you've got 12 left.
Yeah, I got 12 left.
All right. Who's next? 1 remains. No, the priest bit it.
Ah. And what are the approved actions here?
Trick.
Okay.
What's trick mean?
And we have a flurry this round too.
Yes.
You do have a flurry, yes.
I'm gonna try to trick it. Hey, look over there.
That's
Your
what
buddies
trick
are dead.
means.
Okay.
I don't think that's tricking.
Actually, that is tricky.
Hey, look over there. Your buddies are dead.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
He's trying to trick it into looking away.
So I got a -2 total for my wound penalty.
All right. So that is not going to succeed.
Nope.
Who'll be next?
That's all right. We're just
I'll
getting
go
around,
next.
So
All right.
the
What you
range
gonna do?
people can pick
I am going to run. That's 24.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
And then I am going to. What is this thing again?
You're not sure. You've never seen one, but it's vaguely humanoid. It's got alabaster white skin and alabaster white hair, black beady eyes. Looks like it has fangs.
Does it look like it might be okay with like
A side of hollandaise sauce?
trying to help it?
No.
Does it look like
No.
cognitively
It's
with
very
us?
bestial looking.
Very what? I'm sorry.
Bestial.
Beastly looking. It has a lot of
Bestial?
animalistic features.
Thank you, Ben.
You're welcome.
The old one or the new one?
The new one,
I've not seen the new one. I've seen the old one though.
the Morlocks.
I am going to try and intimidate it
Okay.
by screaming and making scary noises.
All right.
Do I need to demonstrate them?
No.
14.
14. That is enough to make it either very vulnerable or very stymied. Which would you prefer?
I want us to be able to hit it easier.
So very vulnerable.
And question. Will only be like this until the end of my second turn?
Until
this
the end
round?
of your next action.
That's stupid. Okay.
Who's
I'm done.
next?
Oh,
will also
I didn't
run
do
up.
my minus for running. I'm sorry. So it probably is not very. It's probably just.
Yeah.
It'd be 12 for intimidate then.
So it's just vulnerable.
I apologize.
It's okay. It happens.
Running is only a -2.
Yep.
Oh, because just moving is just nothing.
All right. So Chris is going next.
Yep.
Is he
gonna
running
run
up there too?
I've got a run move 24 as well.
Okay.
Well, in honor of your comment earlier, I've got a big fucking sword here and I know how to use it.
Intimidate.
Intimidate indeed. Ooh, that's an actual 20
Uh-oh.
plus 11, 31,
Ooh,
which
that's
brings
plus
it up
10.
to a total of 18.
18.
It's very whatever you want it to be.
Can I do one choice of each? Bump of each?
So yes, you can mix.
Okay,
You
so-
also get to dictate the effect that you cause. You got a player's call.
Oh.
So you scared it so much. What do you want it to do?
Keel over and die.
Fatal heart attack.
Is that an option? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to say soil itself and run away in terror.
Want it to run?
Mhm.
All right. So when its action comes up, it'll get the chance to run. Okay, who's next? Jamie and Addison are the only ones who are left
Good call. After the flurry? Or for
before the flurry.
Before this is still part of the. Oh no, you
I
already
already went before the
No,
flurry.
no, all that's left is
Harley.
the constable.
Okay.
Yep.
Mhm.
kill it.
What's your speed?
Run is 24. You're gonna have to do that.
I don't even have to count it out. I know exactly where you're at now. Okay.
It's because you're right
Oh,
there.
Yeah.
So
Right there.
You can intimidate. You can
Trick it.
trick is the approved action.
Roll your trick.
Oh,
What are you saying?
Tell him all his friends are dead.
Ooga Booga, your friends are dead.
The ooga
Sounds
booga
like
part.
Intimidate.
It's always the
Oh,
Ooga
sorry.
Booga that gets him.
I thought your mom.
That would be taunt.
I mean, it could be a trick. I tricked him into thinking it.
Hey, look, there's your mom.
There's your mom. I'm a fucker.
That's
Watch out,
Alright.
big boy.
wow.
So our constable has turned into a bard.
I'm about to be your dad.
Wait,
Make your trick roll.
Oh,
I hope she rolls a 20 on this now.
We had 12.
Do I get any bonuses?
You actually have a penalty because you ran.
you have a -2.
Okay, well, I rolled a 6.
It
now
does
you're
not
not-
seem to be tricked.
I'm pretty sure all he said back was, "You're a woman. You're dumb."
All right. That brings us back to the top of you guys. Who's going next?
Fireball.
Fireball. Seems overkill, but okay.
16. Oh no, 18. Sorry.
18
Which is
is
enough for one bonus dice.
one bonus die.
defense is lowered from the very vulnerable.
You got a
Enough for-
+4.
2 bonus dice. That's +8, +13. 27 to the lone orc. I put it in just the similar spot to not catch innocence, but
I thought you didn't care about innocence.
See, all I imagine is just like
Yeah, but
this
I don't
charred
want to kill
skeleton
them.
just standing there.
All right.
And it goes.
And as the last one falls, the crowd is now running towards the opening in the gate up here. This used to be like a little fence. Now it's kind of like a stockade. And the crowd is all running towards the National Gallery. You guys gonna follow?
I'm gonna try to regroup everyone and then start heading that way.
Are there gates on the?
try to position myself in the middle of everyone
Subway?
so that all the people can attack the wizard.
No, but there are. It sounds like there are more coming.
Yeah, which is why. Is there any?
Nope.
Really?
Nope. No gates.
That's okay. Just
Trash cans or anything?
Not really.
Help tell the wizard is having continuously cast fireball down there.
Eventually, he'll fuck it up.
I mean, law of averages dictates that it will happen.
It does.
Never.
That's why I'm glad I'm
I
not
say
using
let's
Ben's
go
dice.
up to the.
Maybe I've just used up all the bad luck at the table. Usually,
I'm going in the art museum. That's what I came here for. I'm on my honeymoon. I'm gonna view this place that I wanted to see.
All right, so you guys all start to gather up. Amelia and the kids are already running ahead. And
I was not going to necessarily wait on those guys, but that's okay. They
you
can catch
guys
up with
go
me.
running to the north. Mario mode.
just make sure that we're the last ones through the gate to make sure no one's stuck behind there.
Anyone need healed? I can first aid.
Alright.
I'm good.
Can I first aid him?
Yeah,
That
stop to first aid. That needs to be bigger.
what number am I looking for?
10.
I got a 10.
All right, so that'll reduce your wounds by 1.
Hooray.
What are you at?
I'm now at 1.
All right, as you guys cross through, and you see the vast majority of people, including the kids, enter into the National Gallery.
Are there still paintings?
You don't know yet.
Is there still a ticket window?
You don't know yet.
We're literally in the vestibule.
You have not yet entered. You have just crossed through, and you're starting to cross the last portion. When you see one of those jets come crashing down and just blasts across the ground and ends up in a large pile of rubble as it digs up into the ground. And looking at... Why is that blocking light? Blocking light. As you guys are watching, right after it, crashing to the ground right behind it, is that guy.
That's a BFD.
as it comes smashing
Big
down.
friendly dragon.
Yes, friendly was the F word I was going for.
It roars in triumph. However, you do see that one of its wings are broken. Fiery liquid drips from its mouth instead of blood, and it does appear to be quite wounded. As it's looking around, it sees people rushing into the building, and then its eyes turn on you, and you can just see the rage burning in its eyes, and it shouts out, "Who else dares stand against Bezeldrakus, the living inferno?" Oh, that was painful.
I'm gonna point about out.
And
That
scene
combat starts.
is dramatic.
Do we still have our cards from last time?
No, your cards would be back into your hand.
But this is a new combat scene.
This is a new combat. This is a whole new scene.
I thought I had 4.
Since this is a new scene, those who are less than 4.
If you have less than 4, you get to draw up to 4.
I need one.
Cosms are acts, correct?
Cosms stay in play. Cosm cards only change at the end of an act.
Okay.
We got all those last.
And you can
guys
discard
done
up
in
to one
round,
destiny card and then draw back up to 4 if you have one you don't want to keep.
Card one of these guys and draw
All right,
something.
I'll take the
Plus me.
the
Plus I
other
want to
standy
come
back.
FD. The bright side, we get a +4 to hit it because it's really big.
All right.
If we stand like underneath it,
This
can he
square
get
over
us?
here.
Ooh, we don't want to do that.
What stand
Do
under
what?
him?
It has this many wounds.
I don't want to stand underneath him.
Oh. All the damage.
It's only 5 more than his fiery breath. And
All
I'm
right.
not very tough at all.
As we go into round 1. Way. Scene is dramatic just because there's a dragon involved.
Yeah.
Fitting.
I got to read something here. All right. So, you take it to them. Round 1. Heroes go first. Villains suffer a setback.
Oh, thank God.
Approved actions are attack and maneuver. All right. Which of the heroes is going to go first?
Bel Patel.
There we go. What is Bell going to do?
He's going to cast shield on himself.
Smart wizard.
Because that is a freaking dragon.
I have to get +1 on magical skill tests.
I'm aware. I haven't needed to yet.
All right. Who's next?
I'll go next.
What you going to do?
I am going to bless us.
Casting Bless. Go ahead and make your fate roll.
+3 to all of my...
All right.
It's a faith roll.
Yes.
22.
What's your target number?
It's 10.
Yeah. Plus is 10, so with that, everybody goes.
All right. So what attribute are you raising for everybody?
Let's go with.
Remember, all of your attacks, all of your physical attacks are dex based.
Yep. And as well as your defenses are dex based.
Why don't we do Dex?
Everybody's dex goes up by 2.
Okay, so defenses also go up by 2.
Indeed. All right. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
What were the approved actions again?
Attack and maneuver.
Okay. I want to spread out because this thing has. It's a dragon. It's got to have fire breath. So I'm gonna go. Let's go 9 to the left.
Gonna move diagonal or
A diagonal back towards. Yeah.
2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right. We're still pretty well outside of his melee range.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And then we're gonna shoot at him.
All right.
Crisscross.
Chris,
You get a +4 to hit because of its sheer size.
That's a 15, so that's 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, all right, 19, 20 to hit.
All right.
2 bonus dice.
20 is 2 bonus dice.
Okay. And I didn't
Dang it.
aim, so I don't get the extra one for that. There's a 6. That's a 9 so far.
8 so far.
Oh, sorry, yeah. 8. Get to use trademark weapon to reroll this 1 on damage with Lucy. Again.
Yep.
That'd be a 3. So 11 altogether.
That's just the bonus dice, though.
Yep. 11 plus, so 24.
So over its threshold.
3 over. 3 result
Wow.
points.
And that's
Where-
an attack, so we'll put this down.
You put
And
it
you get
down
to
anyway,
draw a
you get
card.
to draw a card.
Oh, right.
Yep, you get to draw a card.
Huh. Well,
Can't put it down
Right.
the card you just drew.
I know. I was
There it
hoping.
is.
You put down after your action, you draw at the end of your turn.
All right. How much did you say it was?
24?
She was
24,
3
3 over. That is going to be 2 more shock.
Okay, and it's got a total of 16.
It's got a
shock, I
total
think,
of 12.
But
Threshold 16.
okay.
Threshold is 16. All right. Who is next? Everybody but Belle and Sean needs to go.
Jamie will run all the way across the map to the cockpit of the fighter jet. That should be of my 27 that I have.
5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 27.
And is the open or
Yep, the glass is smashed and there's blood everywhere and just bits of the body.
okay? Well,
You gonna do anything else?
it's worth a go. We'll try to release with a fuselage to knock it off.
You mean the canopy?
The canopy.
The fuselage would be really hard to knock
Yeah.
off. It's shattered enough that you can reach in easily if you
and
want to
just
reach in.
pull the release.
Yep.
That's not gonna like rock it off and take my arm with it, is it?
Make an evidence analysis check.
Which is based on
Mind.
So +6 -1 5 13.
Okay, that's enough to realize which is the safe levers to pull.
Alrighty.
You pop it open. All right, who be next?
What are the approved actions now?
Attack and maneuver.
Maneuver. Okay. And let's see this. Where does that stand here?
Oh, I got it. Sorry. What were you looking for?
Oh, how hard is it to maneuver this thing?
Only an 8.
Pretty good. So I'd have like a 50-50 here.
Run up to it and try and maneuver it.
Yep.
How far do you want to go? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so I gotta run.
Going right up next to it.
Actually, I know what? I'm gonna swing at this thing and attack.
All right. So you got a -2 from running, but a +4 from its size.
Okay, and does the magic weapon give any bonus?
Nope.
Okay, so a net plus
Yeah,
2.
magic weapons don't work the same in Torg as they do in Pathfinder and D&D.
Okay, and my lovely wife's bless gives me +2 dex onto my melee weapons attack, so it's 11 plus 4 is 15. All right, I got a 15.
A 15 versus its unarmed combat of 14 is enough to hit it.
All right.
How much damage?
14, but it becomes dazzled by the sparks, I think.
Yep.
Very vulnerable afterwards.
It does indeed become very vulnerable.
And when I smack it on the nose, I'll call out St. George for Merry England. Figure that ought to get a dragon's goat.
Only it knew who St. George was. 14 versus 7. No effect damage-wise, but you did make it very vulnerable.
Okay.
All right, who's next? The constable and Pat are all that's left.
Okay.
Your husband just went up and fought a dragon.
What is maneuver like?
As he should.
Like fiancing. Like you run up and you lean one way to get it to commit, and then you jink the other way. Gonna run up to it?
Sure. Oh, actually, I'm closer to it than I thought.
Yeah, you still have to run to get to it. Then you're gonna try and maneuver?
Yep.
All right. Looks like your target number is 10.
Very vulnerable.
It is indeed very vulnerable, so you get a +4.
So
a
2,
net
because I
of
already
plus
have
2.
a -2. Oh,
All right. You gonna make it stymied? Because you can't make it any more vulnerable.
oh, then yes.
Get a card.
Indeed. And that leaves Pat, whose husband already ran up to hit it. What is Pat going to do, Cheryl? Oh, that's
No,
right. She did bless.
first.
I apologize. All right. And then on its turn.
And now everybody spread out, so more bless doesn't really work.
It sees a dragon slayer. And
Oh yeah, it does.
it does indeed. All right, so it is going to It's got a couple of tasty morsels in front of it. So let's see who it goes after. All right. It is going to go after
Both.
Chris. As it lashes down with its mouth to try and take a bite out of Chris.
Nice.
All right.
Let's look what that dragon's got.
There's a 10, total of 14 on the dice.
Very last thing on my
Plus 1. Plus 1 on the unarmed combat. 15. Does a 15 hit you? Versus your melee weapons.
Melee defense. Yes, it hits me.
All right.
By 2. My defense is a 13.
So no bonus dice. And as it does, it steps on its broken wing as it's leaning forward, and you hear a ripping and tearing sound.
Ooh. Baron.
as it causes itself another wound. However, it does get a bite on you. What is your toughness?
My toughness is 13.
13. 19 minus 13 is 6, which is going to be 1 wound and 2 shock.
Okay.
Taking it?
Yes.
All right.
In here.
1 blood drop and then 2 shock tokens. Okay, from there, it goes to the next round, round 2. Not
Bless
like this. Heroes go first, but you are all fatigued. Everybody take 2 shock.
Oh god.
Villains go second. Approved actions are intimidate and maneuver. Who wishes to go first?
How long does my bless last for?
That lasts for a minute now.
I can't do anything to.
For 6 rounds.
Can't use bless to like hurt the enemy, right?
No.
Nope.
I don't think this counts as a supernatural evil, does it?
It's a freaking
It's
dragon?
it's a magical creature. It's not really what they mean by supernatural evil. Evil are typically things like undead.
Undead demons.
We can ask. Is this an undead dragon?
No,
Are you sure?
It's
it is
bleeding.
Doesn't
bleeding
have to
fire.
be a dead dragon.
I'm going to intimidate it.
I mean, do we have any late stage healers with us? The answers.
I'm a healer. 13.
Is not enough. 15 was your target number. You gonna move or anything?
Oh, did I get a card last turn?
Yes.
Yes, you did. No, you didn't because you blessed.
Yep, you blessed. You didn't get. You got to put one
I
down.
got to put one down.
Got to put one
What's
down.
this one right here?
Oh.
That should be about
I would say I only have these. I move closer to one of those pillars.
One of the fountains.
Nah, I'll move up towards him. I don't know. My husband's up there. I'm gonna go save my husband,
7, 8. All right. Who is next?
Bel Patel, the Grand Wizard.
Okay.
He's got an idea. Gain a clue or insight indicating the next course of action your hero should take or play to make. So that's what I'll do. What should I do?
Run away. Run away,
You need to hit
little
this
girl.
thing hard. You can tell it's almost dead. I mean, and if
What-
you guys run inside, you know it's going to come in after you.
Would a fireball?
It is not immune to fire.
There we go. Fireball.
All right. Throwing it at the back end of it.
Yep. And to make sure this goes off without a hitch, I will blow my possibility to make that a 30. Let's dodge.
And
Dodge is 10.
Would
Okay.
you like to trade cards?
Yes.
would you like
yes,
to
I
trade
would.
cards?
We have one card to trade. And then I will spin the coup de grace that I just got to up it to 3 bonus dice.
Okay.
Nine, 4, 37 points of damage against its toughness of 21.
That is enough to cause wounds, and the dragon falls to the ground dead.
Good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
All right. You guys going to make a run? Or are you going to check out the jet? What?
I'm gonna.
I'm going to finish checking out the jet while I'm here.
Yeah, I'm going to check out the jet too, but I'm also going to play Delphi support. Since
All right.
we're
That is one of the cards that we can't use yet because the
Yeah,
Delphi
yeah, the
Council
pitcher's
does not
drawing
exist.
okay, that's fine.
It doesn't exist until tomorrow.
Well, a few weeks.
Yeah.
That works. So never mind.
All right, go ahead and make a fine total.
Yeah, because I'm gonna search the dragon for anything that I might be able to use for magics and things of that nature.
Yeah, I've only got 7 and 5.
I'm gonna search the jet to see if the pilot had a pistol with him, just in case. See if
Okay.
it matches 9mm.
For me, since I'm searching the dragon, would that be a find or?
That would be a find.
Okay.
I got 18.
Is find mind or spirit based?
10
Fine.
for me.
Mind.
Okay.
10 for me.
I got 13 on the find,
I got 13 on mine as well.
and I'm at the jet.
Jamie, or not Jamie, Pat, you were over at the dragon as well. You had the highest roll. You find a golden rune inscribed ring.
Found that? Me?
Did.
You did.
Oh, what is this ring? Can I tell more about it? What
It
kind
is
of
a
rune is
ring
it?
of the Dark Master.
That
Whenever
sounds
you
evil.
succeed at a spirit test, you gain the invisibility, the effects of an invisibility spell.
Say that again?
Whenever you succeed at a spirit test, you gain the it grants you the use of an invisibility spell. So you become invisible.
Huh.
If you
Just
fail,
fireballs.
you gain the Shadow Step perk, Darkness perk.
Which is?
You would actually have to look that up. Each time you fail, you gain another Darkness perk.
Darkness
Can I
perks
have
are
a
bad.
marker?
You get 3 of them. You turn your sheet over to the
No, 4.
4.
4 Darkness perks, you become a villain.
Give me a marker.
Shadow Step is stealth favored, right? Is it the same?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, stealth favored plus 2 damage versus flat footed.
What's the name of the ring again?
Ring of the Dark Master.
It says more than 3. That's where I was.
What's its axiom?
Magic Axiom.
24.
So, is that a faith or spirit?
Spirit. So yeah, every time you cast bless, you can go poof.
And Belle, you could actually make an. This would be an alteration test.
I got that.
Nice.
35. So that's going to be a 22.
So this thing was definitely imbued by whatever caused everything to change, because you recognize that as the movie prop ring from Lord of the Rings.
Huh.
The two of what did Jamie get
Hold
on
on.
the search?
Does it really work though?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't like,
Nope.
13 for my
you
find.
can't
Jet.
see me.
That's magic. Be careful with that, because if it does what I think it might do based off of what it is, it could end very badly for you.
What was that for Jamie's find?
13.
All right, you guys do find another 9mm pistol, and there's a small collection of magazines for the pistol. You no longer have to track ammo for now.
Woohoo!
Until he says you do.
All right, and then we pass into scene 3. And you guys notice that people were watching you fight, and a lot of the people meet you with cries
I
of
just got a
Dragon
kiss
Slayers.
from my husband. I just want to let that be known. He just smooched me. I'm very proud of him.
Are you guys going to take time to scavenge across the square to gather weapons or anything?
Well, nothing's attacking us immediately.
Yeah, I want to see if I can find some kind of like longer range weapons.
There are lots of short bows from the
Okay.
dead guys.
which would be missile combat.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll take
Missile
a short
weapons.
bow. I'm good at that.
Any small knives, right?
There's maces.
And the
take a mace.
weapon.
Is there anything that
And-
I could use?
They have maces. So if you have melee weapons, you can use mace. They have short bows. And then they have their leather armor. Kind of stinky, but it is protective.
I have leather armor already.
Well, I don't have any armor, so I'll go ahead and
All right.
grab a set.
You
that
said a
looks like mine.
mace?
What is Sean's dex?
My dex is 9.
Okay, so you won't bump up against the max dex.
And a short bow.
It provides armor +1.
Okay.
So +1 to your toughness.
All right.
Short bow is damage 11.
Is it a missile weapon?
Missile weapons. Your strength is at least 6, correct?
Me?
Yes.
Yes, it's
Okay,
7.
so you can use that.
Okay.
And it has a range of 10, 25, and 40.
What's the axiom?
Yoink one of those.
7.
7.
What's the mace axiom?
Should be this. Harley has a
We'll
mace.
just trade
Probably what's the
places.
mace axiom?
22.
Damage on short. 11.
11 is the damage on the
The
short bow?
axiom on a mace is 8.
Harley just told me 22.
Oh, are you looking at the right side of the sheet?
Axiom 22. I have a baton beforehand.
I think it's a misprint.
It's a
from where it
misprint.
turned from a baton to a mace.
What
my
is
axiom for my baton is 23.
Yeah, because it's a higher tech weapon machine.
It's made of composite material.
The gun
But
has
why
a
didn't
high
it?
axiom.
Why did it change to a 22 then?
It should.
It should have changed to an 8.
What's the damage on a mace?
Strength +2.
And when you hit with it, it stymies the opponent.
My strength is 7, so it's a 9. And short bow has no strength, right?
Correct.
Has a minimum strength requirement of 6,
But
but
it
it doesn't
doesn't
get
add
any
any strength.
bonus to damage.
Mace has no range.
Just melee.
Okay. I picked up a mace and a short bow.
Okay.
I hate to be a part of it, but I have to go to bed soon.
Okay.
All right.
Well, there's one scene left in this act, and it will take longer than the 25 minutes we have left. So we will tack the next scene on to next week because Act 2 only has like 3 scenes.
Will you soothe our shock real quick before you call
Yes,
it a
I
night?
will soon.
Yeah. So we'll tack the next scene
We got it.
onto Act 2, and we will call it a night. It was a great fun night, and we will see
How long
everybody who
does that take?
loves our streams tomorrow night for Rise of the Rune Lords. Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you then.
All right. Do we keep the cards or put
Nope,
them?
put 'em back.
Nope, put them back.